Good evening, everyone. Before we begin, I want to share with you some logistical information. When the ceremony is finished, the graduates will travel directly back to the auxiliary gym, same direction that they came. There, they will pick up their diplomas. Please, as they're recessing, as they're leaving the gymnasium, stay in your seats, cheer as loud as you want, but remain in your seats until the graduates have cleared the gymnasium. Members of the School Board of Trustees, Dr. Schaefer, faculty, friends, good evening and welcome to the commencement exercises for the class of 2026. At this time, would you please stand as the faculty of Danville Community High School welcomes the graduates of 2026. As is the tradition at Danville Community High School, the senior class president will now present the class for this ceremony. At this time, if Miles Hudson will please come forward for the presentation. Miles Hudson. Miles is the son of Elizabeth and Paul Hudson. He has two siblings. Recently graduated nuclear engineer Caleb and Purdue student Maggie. Miles has been a member of the high school theater, swim team, student council, and NHS. In the fall, Miles will be attending Indiana University for exploratory studies to figure out the next step of his journey. Miles.
Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 26, wear sunscreen. If I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. Now, some slightly older people in the audience may have recognized it, but that was a piece of advice given to the graduating class of 1999 by Baz Luhrmann in his song, "Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen." My family has played that song for as long as I can remember, and every couple weeks it will pop back into my head. However, Given current circumstances, I've been listening more to this song and pondering over it. This song has many valuable pieces of advice in it for life, but what else can we learn from it? This song has been a staple of my childhood, but what other lessons have we been taught in these last 12 years but haven't fully registered? I'm not Steve Heimler, but let's do one more review of our past. In kindergarten, we learned how to tie our shoes. We learned how to walk in a straight line. We're still working on that one as evident, but we learned not to raise our voices inside. We learned all this under the cruel and menacing power of our colorful overlord, the clip chart. Throughout elementary school, we were taught the pleasure of reading. We were taught the value of friendship. We were taught the importance of not looking at a solar eclipse without special glasses. At least some of us listened to that one. In middle school, we discovered how to play sports together. We discovered that teachers were actually people too, and we could be friends with them. We discovered that sometimes, just maybe, you do have to study. Most importantly, we learned that the school watches what you send on the school emails, and if you send too many memes to your friends, Mr. Rector will call you down to his office and tell you which ones are his favorite. Now, all those lessons are great, but do they really mean anything to us? I'm going to remember how to tie my shoes for the rest of my life. It doesn't really change my moral compass or anything. I won't take another spelling test in my life, or at least I pray to God I won't. So, what did we really learn in these last 12 years? From kindergarten, we learned the power of growing up. We left our homes for the first time for a whole day. We left our mothers, our fathers, our siblings, our pets, for a whole strange new world. For the longest time, I used to cry at school because I missed my mom. But from that, we have learned the importance of growing up and moving on. In August, if not sooner, we will all be taking the next step towards growing up. From elementary school, we have learned the power of laughter. We have learned the power of being silly every once in a while. We have learned the importance of keeping that inner kid in your heart. I know I'm not the only one who misses those days. And I'm not just talking about the graduates in front of me. From middle school, we have learned the value of support. We have learned that there are different groups of people from sports, from clubs, from the arts that you can always count on to support you. We have learned we can always find someone or something that will be there for us. Now, all these lessons come from an 18-year-old who doesn't know what he wants to do with his life, so take it with a grain of salt. But trust me on the sunscreen. Thank you.
At this time, we will begin the valedictorian and salutatorian speech. Our salutatorian for the class of 2026 is Andrew Alton Bowman. Drew is the son of Adam and Renee Bowman. He has a sister, Emily, and a host brother from Brazil, Vinny. He has been in student council all 4 years and is the senior class secretary. He has been on the cross-country and track team all 4 years. Drew was also NHS president this past year. He enjoys volunteering in the community, especially helping out with the Special Olympics basketball team. Drew will be attending Purdue University in the fall to major in environmental and ecological engineering. Drew.
Good evening, students, faculty, family, and friends. It was a lot of work, and I'm not sure it was worth the shiny number 2 on my Infinite Campus document, but I'm here. I walked into this building a short and baby-faced freshman, as a lot of you remember. There was plenty I was worried about with the workload in sports, but pretty quickly, that was overtaken by my excitement with this new chapter in my life. There are so many traditions and things throughout my time here that I will always value. Friday night football games in the mob, Wing Bar Wednesday at the cafeteria in lunch with my friends, and of course, the unforgettable cross-country and track runs with the team. Now, I want to take some time to address us. After all, we cannot be where we are today without each and every one of each other. And throughout our time in school, we have all changed so much. We have learned so much about the curriculum, maybe, but we have all learned so much about our ever-changing relationships with each other. Friends, teammates, teachers, family, and the list goes on. This time together has allowed us to bond and form unforgettable moments that we will always cherish, as well as discovering more about ourselves, our strengths and weaknesses. These past 4 years are something that we cannot take for granted. We did it, guys. All of the hard work, overcoming difficult math units, or painfully boring IXLs, we did it. Not just the academics, but the lessons learned through difficult moments of defeat in sports, or late and tiring nights of club practices and competitions with the academic teams. Success or defeat, we all advanced through these moments with more life experience. I know senioritis hit dang near all of us, and I would be awfully impressed if it didn't, but we all persevered. We completed all the requirements in the state of Indiana as well as Danville Community High School to allow the class of 2026 to jump to the next chapter. We have our high school as a stepping stone for college, trade school, jumping right into the workforce, career serving our country, or whatever else you may be doing. It is time for the Warriors, class of 2026, to leave our mark. If you could just take one thing away from my speech, it is that we all need to appreciate all that we have done for each other. High school and this time in our lives can oftentimes be a battle, and one that is not easy to emerge victorious. But with the relationships that we have made and kindled with each other, we have all persevered through this battle. I will miss all of you deeply. Congrats, class of 2026, and thank you all for the continuous support.
Our valedictorian for the class of 2026 is Irialua Olapade. Irialua is the son of Femi and Bunmi Olapade. His siblings include Ajola and Olawa. He enjoys running, reading, and tutoring. He is active in his church and participates in peer tutoring, where he has volunteered many hours. He was the secretary for National Honor Society, a member of Rotary Interact, and track and field. He plans to attend Indiana University Bloomington this fall to major in nursing. Irialua.
Good evening, administrators, faculty, family, distinguished guests, and my fellow graduates of the class of 2026. It is an honor to speak to you all today, and standing here reminds me of how much this community has changed my life. If there's one word that describes the class of 2026, it's resilience. A class has endured many challenges on its path to graduation, some situations beyond our control, and some that could not be avoided. But the students in front of me have done their best to make this senior year worth celebrating and reminiscing about. So tonight we celebrate that resilience and also the mark that the class of 2026 has left, not only on this building, but on the future of Danville. For the past 4 years in which I've attended Danville Community High School, I can say it's been one of the most unique experiences of my life. I remember my first day, the nervousness I felt being a new student in a new district, not knowing where I would fit in. But that word didn't last, because as soon as I entered that room for my first class, I felt the pressure begin to lift off my shoulders. And by the end of the day, I made friends that I would cherish to this day. Friends who see me, who see something in me, even when I struggle to see things in myself. My experiences might be different from yours, but I think we can all attest to the heart and spirit of Danville. There is a devotion you can feel in every hallway, and it pushes you to be the best version of yourself. Danville is a place of community, and while you've probably heard that a million times before, it has genuine meaning to me. I couldn't have gotten here or gotten this opportunity without this community. My accomplishments, experiences, and opportunities are due not only to my efforts, they also come from the encouragement of people around me who push me to be better and not be complacent. And that is why I would like to take a moment to thank the people who made this possible, because they deserve this honor as much as me. So to my family, I thank you for your constant support, for encouraging me through every obstacle, and for always believing in me. To the teachers, staff, and also Mr. Caldfelter, I thank you for your patience, guidance, and for challenging me every single day, and also taking the time to learn my name. And to my fellow classmates, I thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey and for making me feel like I belong from the very beginning. The experiences we've shared and the community we've built has prepared us for what comes next. So as we leave here today and take different paths, I hope we can carry the spirit of Danville with us, because wherever we go, and no matter where life takes us next, we take this place with us, and that makes us ready for whatever comes next. Thank you.
Now it is my privilege to introduce the 2025 Danville Community High School Teacher of the Year, Mr. Mason Melling. Mr. Melling is an educator who represents the very best of what our school stands for. Every day he shows up with patience, passion, and an unwavering belief in his students' potential. His classroom is a place where curiosity is welcomed, hard work is celebrated, and every student feels seen and supported. Mason's impact reaches far beyond lessons and assignments. He has inspired confidence, resilience, and a love of learning in countless students who will carry those lessons long after today. Please join me in welcoming 2025 Teacher of the Year, Mr. Mason Melling.
Good evening, graduates, family, staff, and everyone here to celebrate this incredible group of students. First of all, seniors, you did it. There were probably moments along the way where you weren't so sure. Early mornings, long assignments, group projects, where, let's be honest, you did most of the work. But here you are. Now, I was asked to speak today as last year's Teacher of the Year, which is an incredible honor. But I'll be honest, standing up here today isn't really about me, it's about you guys. But I want to share one quick story. When I arrived in Danville back in the fall of 2019, I thought it was just another small town, if I'm gonna be honest. But I quickly realized how wrong I was. This is a tight-knit community, one that values hard work, resilience, and genuinely good people. And the best part about that all starts with you guys. You're the reason this place feels the way that it does. The energy, the pride, the way people show up for each other, that's not something you find in every community. And if that's one thing I hope if there's one thing I hope you take away with you today, don't lose that. Don't lose your energy. Don't lose your curiosity, and don't lose who you are. Now, there's one quote I really love from the poet Dylan Thomas: "Do not go gentle into that good night." Now, that might sound a little intense for a graduation speech, but to me, it's not about anger. It's really about passion. It's about not just drifting through life, but actually going after what matters to you. Because as you leave here, the world is going to try to hand you a script, especially as it becomes more and more AI-driven. It'll say, do this, follow this path, play it safe, and sure, sometimes you'll need a little bit of a direction. But don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to embrace the change, and definitely don't be afraid to be yourself. Whether you're heading to a trade, college, or the military, or straight into the workforce, I have no doubt you're going to represent Danville with pride. And when the opportunities come your way, go after them. Put yourself out there, embrace the recognition when it comes, whether that's being Employee of the Month, MVP on a team, showing up every day on time and doing your job well, succeeding in college exams, or doing something that no one's even created yet. Those moments matter. The reminders that your effort, your character, and your willingness to step up are being seen. Some of the most meaningful moments I've had with you guys are, as a teacher, haven't come from tests or grades. They come from experiences we've shared. It's in the simple conversations that we have at the beginning of class that somehow turn into something bigger than we expected. It's on those field trips, whether it's going to the cadaver lab, the coroner's office, or exploring around the Indianapolis Zoo, where learning becomes real and you start to see yourself in those spaces. It's in the classroom, working through the inquiry process, when you're wrestling with an idea and then suddenly it clicks, that aha moment. Those are the moments that stick. Those are the moments that matter. So as you move forward, remember, it's okay not to have everything figured out. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to fail. Just don't be passive in your life. Be the person who tries something new, asks the extra question, goes after something, even if it's a little scary. And most importantly, be someone who lifts up others along the way. Because people won't remember your GPA or your test scores, they'll remember how you treated them. Now to your family, thank you for supporting these students, pushing them, and believing in them in every step of the way. And to all you, the graduates, I can honestly say I've really grown to love this town. The people I work with and the incredible individuals you guys have all become. You have more potential than you probably realize right now. So go out there into the world and take advantage of opportunities. Stay true to who you are and keep learning long after today. And live your life fully, not halfway, not quietly. As my late grandpa once told me, there's no hill for a climber. We are incredibly proud of you, Warriors. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go Warriors.
At this time, could all veterans please stand? We are about to recognize those students entering the military. All of us would like to thank all of you standing for your efforts to protect the freedoms that we enjoy today. The decision to join the military is not made easily. 6 students from the class of 2026 have made the commitment to serve our country. As a courtesy to these honored students, I'd like to ask members of the audience to please hold your applause until all names have been read. Mubarak Ubululaje, Army National Guard. Precious Asfet, United States Marine Corps. Kendall Gildia, United States Marine Corps. Chloe Hacker, United States Air Force. Devin Snellenbarger, Army National Guard. Charles Van Scoik, United States Army. On behalf of everyone here tonight, we salute you. We are proud of you. We are proud of your dedication and commitment to our country. Thank you and Godspeed to you and your families. Before we begin the final portion of tonight's ceremony, we would like to recognize the Danville Community School Board of Trustees. Their guidance as a governing body has helped all teachers and administrators from kindergarten to 12th grade design schools where each child has the opportunity to be successful. Thank you for your efforts. We would also like to acknowledge that students in this year's graduating class have earned over $1.8 million in scholarships. We congratulate you on these amazing achievements. I would now like to welcome and introduce our superintendent, Dr. Tracy Schaefer, who will present diplomas. During the presentation of diplomas, our graduates request that the audience please hold their applause until the last student's name has been read so that the announcement of names can be heard by everyone in the assembly. They thank you in advance for this courtesy. At this time, it is my honor to welcome 2 extraordinary educators to the podium, Mrs. Kim Hayes and Mrs. Heather Jackson, who will present the names of this year's graduates. Mrs. Hayes, our multilingual teacher, has inspired students not only to endeavor to learn English, but also to appreciate new cultures, perspectives, and connections. Her classroom has always been a place of encouragement and belonging. Mrs. Jackson, our science department chair and National Honor Society advisor, has sparked curiosity and discovery in countless students. challenging them to ask questions and think critically and believe in their abilities both inside and outside the classroom. Together, they share a genuine love of teaching and a deep commitment to their students. Their passion, support, and encouragement have helped shape graduates, and we celebrate with them tonight, Mrs. Hayes.
Row 1, please stand. Emmanuel Kelvin Adebayo. Mubarak Ayaldame Agbuulaje. Omabolahan David Akinwamide. Tito Bilalua Deborah Akitoye David. Carter Allen Anderson. Melina Kini Onye. Telia Setsu Atwan. Precious Imajong Ashapet. Joshua Patrick Averett. Landon Andrew Bailey. Emily Ann Baldwin. Mason Andrew Barani. Annabella Elizabeth Barton. Kaylin Raquel Berry. Owen Michael Bickle. Carly Grace Bishop. Kayla Rose Bloomer. Anaulawapo Olatora Buterin. Andrew Alton Bowman. Sarah Justine Bristow. Alexander Tolkien Brown. Elise Marie Bullen. Aniston Nicole Bumgardner. Bailey Michelle Bumgardner. Colin Michael Bumgardner. Riley Marie Bumgardner. Opal Lee Burchett. Matthew Nicholas Butts. Nadia Rose Camlow. Gage Allen Carlson. Tristan Michael Carrero. Gavin Manning Catney. Aiden Aldo Chiodo. Bailey Aaron Clark. Maylee Elizabeth Clark. Liam Michael Armenta Collins. Samantha Nicole Alexandra Cachillo. Piper Arlen Crooks. Keaton Wayne Crumbo. Leighton Michael Cup. Emma Reese Dale. Cadence Faith Davis. Devin Lewis Deering. Hansley Lawrence Scott Dellison. Seth David Dennison. Mason James Denton. Elise Patricia Desharo. Shannara Miley Dorvis. Kylie Rosanna Dresbach. Braden Matthew Drakowski. Eric Andrew Dubiel. Joseph Michael Dunn. Robert Addison Dewar. Aiden Ross Ely. Andrew Justice Earl. Bronson Michael Edwards. Madeline Rose Edwards. Amelia May Enslin. Brianna Ryan Evans.
Noah Eli Faulkner. Nathan Charles Federley. Cole Allen Flick. Kaylin Lee Forsyth. Ava Lynn Fox. Cora Teresa Franklin. Sylvie Marie French. Alexander Edwin Fusler. Braden Wayne Gardner. Caden Michael Gentry. Mariah Joy Goodlander. Grace Marie Green. Benjamin Walter Gregory. Elizabeth Ann Gregory. Dakota Grace Grider. Evelyn Grace Gully. Allie Dawn Gunter. Chloe Rose Hacker. Alyssa Taylor Hagler. Marley Serenity Hagee. Gage William Hamilton. Chloe Jolene Hanson. Dorian Michael Hatcher. Alexander Joseph Hawkins. Cayenne Kinsley Hernandez. Bryson Reed Hill. Ethan Christopher Hill. Miles David Hudson. Jameson Tanner Inabnit. Elijah Damilella Jaiola. Alyssa May Jones. Rebecca Lillian Jones. Taylor Lynn Jones. Jean Paul Calissa. Gracie Ann Keegan. Colby Joshua Kelly. Landon Robert Kisner. Jalen Alexander Knight. Watcheraton Conan. Avery Lynn Lambertson. Malachi Dean Lane. Adeline Rose Langston. Charles Paul Locker. David Emmett Lenke. Amrid Ronald Lott. Michaela Faith Grace Lowe. Chad Allen Mace. Kennedy Joe Madding. Corbin Renee Madding. Ildeberto Jesus Madrid III. Rose Natalia Martinez. Tyler Colin Maxton. Trevor Andrew McCarthy. Okay. Trevor Andrew McCarthy. Ella Kate McCormick. Eleanor Kate McIntyre Craig. Jace Aiden McKee. Haley Audrea McKinney. Aubrey Savannah Mendel Main. Dominic Leon Miller. Javon Damar Savieto Morea.
Sienna Raylan Morgan. Alan Francisco Morris. Olivia Marie Mueller Hatcher. Autumn Mary Muncie. Kyler J. Merdico. Baylor Alexa Myers. Luke Andrew Northcutt. Rose Angelina Nagachiro. Emily Kate O'Brien. Liam Stephen O'Brien. Olatunde Charles Oladende. Irialua David Olapade. Elizabeth Alexandra Oliver. Fumilope Marianne Olaronfumi. Marianne Akinton Oludume. Nathaniel John Orger. Christopher Thomas Paddock. Dave Pascal. Andrew Neil Petrie. Braxton K. Stephen Pierce. Sophia Grace Pierce. Skylar Grace Plunkett. Emily Rose Pollard. Madison Ray Powell. Amy Ann Price. Caden Akers Price. Haley Q. Elizabeth Gracie Raleigh. Cooper Ethan Reed. Drew Caleb Rector. Ian Alejandro Reyes. Rylan Matthew Riggs. Jacob Michael Riley. Milo M. Roberts. Kinsey Janelle Robinson. Megan Elizabeth Roof. Alpha Rukundo. Casey James Ryder. Aiden Michael Sapp. Cassandra Hope Schmidt. Tori O'Brien Schubert. Madeline Grace Scrafton. Caden Wayne Sharp. Drake Allen Sharp. Kaylin Marie Sharp.
Olivia Duncan Shillings. Hutton James Simmons. Zane Clayton Skinner. Ian Kenneth Smith. Joseph Owen Smith. Macy Lene Smith. Devin Scott Snellenberger. Lucas William St. John. Matthew David Sutherland. Branson Sage Tenery. Sylvie Claire Thomas. Caitlin Erin Thompson. Cassie Joe Thompson. William Alexander Topping. Elijah Emmanuel Tricker. Paxton Gabriel Trump. Ryan James Tooman. Tyler Daniel Valenti. Ella Grace Vandermark. Kyle Jacob Vandevanter. Charles Brandon Van Scoik. Verilyn Rose Vicente Infante. Min Nat Vu. Autumn Nicole Wagley. Jacob Ryan Waits. Bryce Michael Walker. Ava Lane Walls. Kaylin Rose Webb. Carter Jonathan Wells. Madison Marie Sue Wethington. Brock Miller Williams. Carter James Williams. Ezekiel Ray Elkanah Williams. Isabella Grace Wilson. Sophia Noel Wilson. Tanner Keith Weininger. Ethan John Wooten. Morgan Lila Wright. Brady Robert York.
Thank you. Beautiful job. Before I turn the page so Dr. Schaefer can certify you as graduates, I want to take a moment and I want to speak to the parents. As you walk these final moments of your child's senior year, I know many of you could use a hug because this season is a strange one. You're folding laundry that still smells like the little boy or the little girl who used to crawl into your bed at night. At the same time, you're touring dorm rooms, talking about meal plans. And maybe you say you're fine, but maybe you're not. You're proud. You're so proud it almost hurts. But you're grieving too, and no one really prepares you for that part. The last prom, the last game, the last concert, the last time you hear the car pull into the driveway on a Tuesday night and know that everyone who belongs under your roof is there. So if you cry tonight, that's okay. You're not being dramatic. You're closing a chapter that you poured your heart into. You raised this human being. You stayed up through fevers and finals and disappointments and heartbreaks and hard conversations. You prayed for them when they didn't know you were praying. And now, somehow you're being asked to just loosen your grip. Just enough that you can step away so that they can become what they're meant to be. Of course, your heart feels a little bruised at the thought, because these last few months, they aren't just about graduation announcements and senior pictures. They're also about learning how to love your child a little, learning how to love your child with a little less control and a little more trust. And I know some of you are wondering, are they truly ready? But I've spent the last 10 months walking alongside this class. I've watched them lead. I've watched them overcome. I've watched them persevere. I've watched them encourage one another. And I've watched them grow. Folks, I can assure you they're ready. They're ready for the next step. They're ready to make mistakes and learn through them. They're ready to chase their purpose. They're ready to become who they were meant to be. That's what it feels like to do your job as a parent really well. And even knowing that part of you wishes for a pause button, or maybe a rewind button, just to spend one more day with one more ordinary day with the toddler that they once were. Hang in there, parents. I think you're gonna make it, but I promise you, your graduate will. Seniors, at this time, welcome Dr. Schaefer to certify you as graduates of Danville Community High School.
Good evening, seniors and guests. In just a few moments, you're going to be invited to take part in the turning of the tassel. Before we do that, I want to remind you of the symbolic nature of this event. It represents a turning point in your life and a culmination of your experiences through life and school to date. This event validates you as an intelligent and educated member of our community, our state, and our nation. Whether you are continuing on with your schooling, going into our valued military service, enrolling in post-secondary training, or entering directly into the workforce, you now take with you the most valuable gift that a loving family and community can give to you, the gift of a quality public education. As my father used to tell me, get your education, and no one can ever take that away from you. Class of 2026, please stand. I want you to take a moment to turn and make eye contact with someone here that's supporting you tonight and give them a wave. And I'd like to invite you to remember the roles that your parents and guardians, your elementary teachers, your middle school teachers, your high school teachers, your administrators, and the Board of School Trustees have played in your attainment. I want to encourage you to thank them as you have an opportunity to do so for helping you along your educational journey. And lastly, I want to congratulate you and encourage you. Each of you has accomplished much and has much more good work to do in this world. Your Danville community loves you and wishes you the very best. So class of 2026, upon the recommendation of Mr. Claude Felter and on behalf of the faculty of the Danville Community School Corporation, by the power vested in me by the Board of School Trustees in the state of Indiana, I now pronounce you graduates of Danville Community High School. Please turn your tassels.